Welcome to episode number 90. This is journaling for fertility, pregnancy, and beyond. Journaling has had a place in my life for a long time, and I first discovered the power of journaling on the fertility journey, which was really cool. I had actually journaled for a while before the fertility journey, but it was on the journey that I finally came to realize that I had never been doing it right. Not that there is any right way to journal, but I was practicing what I like to call perfectionist journaling. I was writing in my journal like someone else would read it, and I wasn't being real, and it wasn't therapeutic, and it wasn't helping me. Perfectionism was something that I personally struggled with and had to overcome on the fertility journey. Actually, it was massive for me to overcome perfectionism. So of course, it extended into my journaling practice. The thing is that no one is going to read your journal. It is a private extension of your thoughts. It is your mind spilled onto paper. And another thing to remember is that everyone's thoughts are just as fucked up as yours. I promise you. And I laughed when I heard someone say this because it is so true. Once you're able to move past fake or perfectionist journaling, you can get into the real stuff. It is messy, raw, open, wholesome, healing, so healing, and it does not have to make sense to anyone but you. My biggest advice when it comes to journaling is to just start. And it can definitely seem daunting to do so. What do I write about? I don't know what words to put on paper. How does this even work? So when your monkey mind takes over, it can be easy to put it off. But I promise you that if you just put pen to paper and start writing, you will be so surprised at what comes out. So here is a question that may just change everything. What if you didn't think about it before you did it? What if you didn't overthink it and you just did it? Journaling can be a beautiful practice of presence. I have found that my most incredible revelations have happened unexpectedly when journaling, when free journaling and starting with nothing. When I put pen to paper with a thought or situation in the back of my mind that I'm struggling with or feel that I need to work through but have no idea as to how. I simply begin writing and my subconscious mind takes over, and I am always surprised at what comes out. This is a form of free journaling. This is letting what needs to come out of your mind come out. And you can also source things like journal prompts to help you get started if you feel that's more your style. But I find that I have these incredible shifts when I practice free journaling. I've had and shared the deepest revelations with my journal, and my hope is that you can too. I would love for this to potentially be a really supportive tool for you on your fertility or IVF journey throughout pregnancy, postpartum, and beyond. It's something that you can take with you and put in your back pocket and use when you need to for the rest of your life. Now, it doesn't have to be an everyday practice at a certain time, and I don't want you to feel any guilt. It shouldn't be stressful. It shouldn't be something that you have to do. I don't have any consistent schedule or pressure, but simply when I feel called to it, I pull out my journal. And I wouldn't even say that I journal often, maybe a few times a month. And when I do, it's really helpful. For you, it may be every day, it may be once a week, it may be once a month, or you may go through a phase where you lean on and you need journaling a lot in your life, and then you don't feel called to it for months and months. It doesn't have to look like anything. It should be as sporadic and uncertain as life itself, because that's what it is, Journaling is just an extension of what's going on in your life, and life is not linear. Life is uncertain, life is unpredictable, and your journaling should look exactly like that. It is a space where you can let go of the should-dos and the structure and the processes and the procedures. It is not an assignment. It is not a project at work. It is something that can be beautifully creative. It is a way to tap into your feminine and creative brain, which is vastly different to what you may tap into every day in society, at work, when you're running a house. So let it be that. Let it be free. Let it be messy. And maybe, just maybe, that messiness, that healthy mess, that healthy sense of freedom will extend further into your life outside of your journaling. Journaling became my ally, a form of self-therapy throughout my fertility and IVF journey, and it continued to be throughout pregnancy and beyond, which is exactly why I'm talking to you about it. In my incredible program, IVF Magic, a powerful component of each transformative section is journaling. I simply facilitate the space and provoke your thoughts for you to then do your own work. My last piece of advice when it comes to journaling is to invest in a beautiful journal. That scrappy notebook just isn't inviting you to write in, and it isn't worthy of your beautiful words. Find something that you love, find something that stands out and speaks to you, along with a good pen or a beautiful pen, and plop it on your bedside table for when you need it. We don't need a fancy journal and a nice pen, but hell, we deserve it and we have the right to want beautiful things. Journaling can be a tool in the path of self-discovery, in getting to know your best friend, who is yourself, by the way, better, in getting to know yourself better, in beginning to love yourself on a deeper level, building that beautiful relationship, the most important one in your life. I'm going to leave you with a couple of fun and I find really moving journal prompts to get started. You can start with these questions and they may just give you the inspiration that you need and spark and provoke some new thoughts. Make sure you write these down, and then when you get your beautiful journal, you can begin your journaling journey. What gives me pleasure? What brings me joy? What makes me swoon? This is my favorite. What are your favorite sights, colors, sounds, smells, tastes, and sensations? Big or really small? When have I felt most relaxed in myself? What makes me feel purposeful? What gives me a sense of satisfaction? Start with those 6 questions, and there are no right or wrong answers. No matter what phase of life you are in, journaling can become your secret bestie that is there to absorb your deepest, darkest thoughts without judgment. So why not try it? I'll chat to you next week.